you can sing the count before you even pick up your instrument to play. Whoa! This is going to be a wonderful skill to develop and a great place to grow. They're finishing up the chorus. They're looking at you. They're asking you if you want to take a break. They're nodding their head. And what are you doing? Are you going yes or no? Well, that might depend on how well you know the song or whatever it is. But this is gonna happen in real world jamming. You're gonna get asked to play a break on I'll Fly Away and Blue Ridge Cabin Home and Worried Man Blues and Your Love Is Like a Flower and I Saw the Light and so on and so forth. And it's all gonna be in the key of G. And that's just the easy place to find it. If you can't find it in G, it's gonna be harder in A, probably. I mean, they're kind of the same level of difficulty. They have their own personalities. But this is the thing. I just got done teaching a camp, and folks who are just a little bit inexperienced to the jam world and the concept, of course, this is going to happen. But the thing that I really want to communicate in this video is that there is no music without timing. Okay? I'm going to say that again. There's no music without timing. Okay? So you can have all the right notes of the song, but unless the beat is steady, there's actually no music happening, okay? So even if you're playing like really slow, like this, that's more musical than going like, faster is not better. Okay, so slow and steady kind of wins the race. Not that it's competition, you get the idea. But I was finding a lot of folks that had trouble feeling the 4-beat bars. Okay, so this made me want to circle back to teach this real quick lesson on counting. But before we do, please like and subscribe. Go ahead and hit that little bell there for the notifications, and you'll get all the good stuff from Noya Mountain Music. Thank you. And please consider becoming a patron on patreon.com/Noya Mountain Music. So what I do with my students nowadays, I'm just kind of like plowing the fields right into people's over their plate, so to speak, to mix metaphors. They want to jam, okay? So if you want to jam, let me hear you kick off I'll Fly Away in the key of G. Let me hear you kick off all the classic ones, okay? Blue Ridge Cabin Home, Your Love Is Like a Flower, Worried Man Blues. Let me hear you kick it off. Because if you can't like really kick it off and conjure it and make it happen, it's gonna be a lot harder for that to happen in the jam session. Plus you got to be able to do your standing up and walking around, your chaos practice, all that kind of stuff. But the thing is with the counting, when you can count and sing the song at the same time, something like this. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and etc. etc. It's going to help you stay in line. Because if you're disturbing the mathematical grid, the framework of the timing, then your music is probably going to not sound actually musical at all. How do you even do this? Okay, well first, you got to get the hang of counting out your shuffle. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a... So our premise is that we have 4 beats in one bar of the modern count. And each of these quarter note beats, 1 and a... is a shuffle, down, down, up. All right, that's gonna represent 1 and a, 1 beat. And you go to the next one, 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a... And so if you can sing the count before you even pick up your instrument to play, whoa, this is gonna be a wonderful skill to develop and a great place to grow. Not just the key of G, A, B flat, all the different keys. So, Blue Ridge Cabin Home, you're thinking, okay, no problem. 4 and 1 and a 2E and a 3 and 4 and 1 and a 2E and a 3 and 4 and 1 and a 2E and a 3 and 4 and 1 and a 2E and a 3 and 4 and 1 and you don't have to do the counting part of it. You just have, if your bars are straight, if you have the right number of beats in your bar, you're going to be golden. But if you struggle with that a little bit, like sometimes you'll be hanging on a note, you know. this one here. I'm just gonna guess and hope it's right. There's a whole lot more hoping it's gonna be right than knowing it's gonna be right and being able to figure that out from the deductive reasoning of the counts. So if you're able to just go ahead and start doing the count a little bit. Oh, I love those hills of old Virginia. That's singing the melody, of course, and then now we're singing our shuffle in the onomatopoeia kind of way. But in a way, the best one is the actual count itself. And then you have to worry about learning how to do pickup notes and all that kind of stuff, which is important. In this case, it's going to be starting with the fourth beat. 4 and 1, because we're using the vocal melody. Oh, I love, so that's 4 and 1, and a 2 and a 3 and 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. And you can do it many different ways. And a 4 and 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Like how you do your shuffle exactly doesn't really matter. You could have straight 16ths. 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. Your straight shuffle. 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. That's kind of hard to do. You can have your I got a big dog. 4 and I got a big dog. I got a big dog. I got a big. What would that be like? 4 and 1 and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1. If you want some help with this, I can get you going in a one-on-one lesson. Lessons are expensive, yes, I get that. But even one lesson can help you make a big connection like this, which will serve you very well and will cost you less energetically in time and frustration and all that. If you just take the lesson, help me get you going on some simple nursery rhymes, with the counting. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and 4 and etc. etc. Okay, so one lesson could make the difference between you being able to phrase nicely in jam sessions. Because the thing is, if your timing is bad and it's like really bad, then you will cause lots of problems in the jam if you take a break. And yes, it's nice to try. It's like, I don't know, I'm just gonna go for it. But then if like you're starting and stopping and hesitating and it's kind of falling apart, then that makes the thing really rickety. It's like, are we supposed to follow you when you mess up? Or are you supposed to kind of listen to us, but you're probably not going to because you're just so nervous, you're just trying to do your thing? So that can be a really big problem in a jam. And it can, it can be a jam busting kind of quality. Now, at like a music camp, that's for like beginners and all that, it's making a whole lot of sense for everybody just to try. But when you take that skill to the local brew pub or whatever, and they're actually trying to have a good jam, and it's like, this isn't like learning time, except it is always learning time. You get what I'm saying. It can really be a bad thing. And then other people are like, oh, I wonder if he's going to, whoever he or she is going to take another break on the next song. It's going to be all wiggly woggly like that. And we're just going to have to struggle through that. And it's going to be like, man, this is not what I came for. It's not really what you came for there either. And so you got to straighten out your timing, and being able to count and sing at the same time is really important. Let's just do one more before wrapping up. All right, Worry Man Blues, yeah? Same thing as This Little Light of Mine. Basically, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Internal repertoire the whole way. Some of us need more practice with the internal repertoire and less of the external repertoire, trying to learn tune after tune after tune, and we can't really get the stuff that we know going. Like She'll Be Coming Around the Mountain. This one we're about to do here. Just let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine. Worry Man Blues. You get the picture. Let's try this count here. 1 and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 and a pick up the 3 and a 4 and 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4 and. So it's my encouragement for you to start counting if you have trouble phrasing. If you're not super confident in your phrasing, there's a decent chance that you got some trouble with the phrasing. So, and here's the other thing, you have to know how to play I'll Fly Away in the key of G. You have to know how to play I Saw the Light in the key of G. You have to know how to play Will the Circle Be Unbroken in the key of G. And you have to know how to play the Worried Man Blues in the key of G. And you have to know how to play Blue Ridge Cabin Home in the key of G. And you have to know how to play Your Love Is Like a Flower in the key of G. If you can't play those 6 songs, then you should go ahead and learn them. Just take them one at a time. 1 week, this one, next week, the next one. And that's just in G. You gotta be able to do that in A and B flat. I'm a broken record, but I feel like the world needs it a little bit. I'm like a big walking public service advertisement for learning the jam fundamentals and the basics, okay? So learning to count a little bit is really gonna help straighten that timing out, especially if you're just not feeling it. And another important thing is that you can pat your foot on the quarter note count. So pat, 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 pat. It's on the numbers. Pat, 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 and a 2. They say a 1 and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 and a 2 and 3 and a 4. And all these numbers is a pat. So the pat is on the number. Pat, pat, 3, 4, pat, pat, 3, 4. You get it. All right, that is our lesson for the day, neighbors. You got to learn them songs, and you got to be able to keep straight phrasing and to keep your time, because, let's say it all together, if there's no timing, there's no music. You got to have good timing. It doesn't have to be fast, but it does have to be steady, okay? So if you enjoyed the video, smash the old like button, subscribe to the channel for more content, and please, if you would like to support this work that we're doing here, we would love to invite you to go to patreon.com/Noya Mountain Music, find a good tier that works for your budget, and you can also give like Patreon away as a Christmas present. It's something to feel into, yeah. And of course, there's a beginning mandolin course, which can really teach you a lot about learning how to count. I would definitely recommend that. And then we got our monthly Noya Mountain Music Workshop coming up, got the Monroe Jam Lab coming up. And yeah, so many thanks to all the good neighbors who were supporting, helping us do our thing. Please like and please leave a little comment if you want to share something about something that landed with you or something that you would like to hear on the channel covered. Here's Boba Fetsky, little puppy dog. He just come in here to join us a little bit today. He's cute as he could be. All right, that's all for now, neighbors. You thought I was going to end it on a weird major 7th chord, didn't you? I didn't, though. We'll see you a little later.